If you're looking for all the mountain adventures you might find in places like Banff and Jasper, but with much fewer crowds, you'll want to come to David Thompson Country, which has become one of our favorite places in Alberta. We've been here many times over the years in both the winter and the summer, but this time we're here to try something new, including a hike up Coliseum Mountain.
What you're witnessing right now is history.
A float down the North Saskatchewan River.
Bye, Evie!
And one of the most difficult things we've ever done, climbing the steepest Via Ferrata in Alberta.
With blisters and everything, but I did it!
We're Matt and Karla, a Canadian couple with two totally different backgrounds, sharing our experience and advice about traveling in Canada.
So follow along as we continue to explore the second largest country on Earth. Today we're going to be doing one of the biggest hikes in Nordegg and the David Thompson Country region. We're going to be hiking to the top of Coliseum Mountain with Nordegg Adventures. The Coliseum Trail is pretty easy to find and you can definitely do the hike on your own. But if you have another vehicle or if you want to join a tour, you can actually extend the trip and start at the Ridgeline Trail near Beaver Dam. That's where you would park. That way you end at the vehicle, and it's a more, well, from what we've heard, it's a more interesting way to climb up the mountain. You don't have to go back down the same way you came up. And it's supposed to be very beautiful, so I'm pretty excited for today.
Our guide, Ken, mentioned that most of the elevation happens in the first half of the trail, but so far easy peasy, nothing too bad.
Should have did the, what's that called?
Limbo.
Limbo.
Yeah, go back and do it. That's such an easy one. Hey, you're doing it wrong. No, you're not supposed to. You need to keep your head back.
I have a backpack on.
Excuses.
Well, we've been hiking for about 2 hours now, and we should make it to the ridgeline in an hour and a half. Then we'll be up where all the beautiful views are. And I can stop looking at Karla waving around her arms, trying to get off the horse flies.
I hate them so much. And I'm wearing no pants, no sleeves, so they have more skin to watch.
Well, you like horses, how come you don't like horse flies?
You know, something you could try. Take the sweater, wrap it around your waist.
Matthew. Here. No, no.
Let's go.
It's following me. So far, the trail has been marked with those fluorescent ribbons on the trees, like the one over there. But now we gotta follow signs like this.
Snack break.
Snack break. Anyway.
Well, this is a beautiful view.
So one of the good things about going with Nordegg Adventures is that they always have so yummy snacks for the adventure. So this time we have some hummus and some kind of like cracker. I don't know, it looks good. So we came to an interesting part of the hike. I'm not afraid of this. I'm afraid of the black flies.
I'm not.
There's so many.
No black flies.
Yeah, there were a couple. Can you scare the black flies for me?
Black flies,
When I go?
Okay.
Okay. We're pretty close to the ridge, and I think the hardest part is dealing with the heat because there's more open spaces. So, and today is not that hot. I think it's around 25. And oh my god, does it ever feel hot? I found another tree that can give me a minute of shade.
We're about to do the steepest part now from what it looks like, but it's only like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Are you trying to show off? Yeah, I know.
We gotta earn that little lunch.
Come on.
Look at this! We made it! Is this the summit?
No.
No!
Probably the beginning of the ridge line, maybe. This is the first time we've seen Nordegg since leaving it in the morning. And it's so tiny.
We're trying to find a good spot for lunch. Of course, anywhere will be a good spot because you have amazing views, but we're trying to find a little bit of shade.
All right, so let's see. We actually don't know what we have for lunch yet, but it all comes in this little bag. Feels nice and cold still. We got a juice box that I think was pretty much frozen, so it's nice and cold. Sandwich.
Looks like chicken, right?
And some kind of like a brownie and a chocolate chip cookie. This looks like, yeah, chicken. Chicken, cheese, lettuce. Everything looks good right now.
The sandwich is so good. I think that it has some pesto, fresh cheese, tomato. Oh my god, they're good making lunches.
It is very good. I saw these, I'm pretty sure, being baked fresh in the morning because I'm pretty sure it was warm when we got it. It's not warm now, but it's delicious.
Well, that was a delicious lunch. Now it's time to go pee. And there's an actual bathroom. He has very nice views, so I'm very curious about it.
I've never seen one like this.
So now that we're walking on the ridge, it's actually pretty easy and flat.
With views along the way.
So very
I'm just
pretty.
impressed by the ground. It's like you're walking on top of the mountain, but I've never seen it so smooth, almost like they paved it. Kind of cool, this mountain, because you get views on both sides.
That's where we're heading, the highest peak of this hike. It's getting quite windy here, so it's time for a sweater and my pole because we're going downhill. We are the champions.
Not there yet.
I'm a champion already.
No. One more hill. A little pile of rocks there. Looks like a Canada flag. Oh yeah. Aha!
Aww.
You were too loud.
There's no way I can be less loud. I was running. He made it first. Just by 0.25 microseconds.
The spiders really like this flag. Look at them all.
Oh my goodness, we have a surprise.
Surprise.
But we made it to the top.
Yeah, had you not made it, I'm sure down again.
Oh!
Piso.
Pepperoni sticks
Piso y carne.
and cheese.
I thought it was a bottle of champagne.
So you just put your name
Yeah, but finding a place to put your name is a challenge.
on the newspaper.
To July 18th.
Do the actual signature.
What you're witnessing right now is history. A Matthew Bailey and a Karla Bailey on July 18, 2022 made it to the summit of the Coliseum Mountain. I'm gonna put my name. They're not gonna be able to. Karla Bailey and my signature. I wonder if I'm the first Mexican ever climbing this. Also, that can be a possibility. We can see Abraham Lake in the distance.
Well, now it's time to make our way down. That's usually the worst part in a way. Although it's nice to think that we have a cold beer back in the fridge. But if you do decide to take the same route that we did, the ridgeline, which is definitely the more beautiful option, it took about 4.5 hours to get to the summit. You might want to give yourself 5 just in case. And then we'll see how long it takes us to the bottom, but we're told between 2.5 and 3 hours. So pretty much you need the whole day to do this entire hike. All right, we're back at the intersection. This is actually the way we came down from the Ridgeline Trail, where we just came from this direction. Now we're going down here, and this is the way most people come up as well. But if you want to be cool like us, you come the Ridgeline way. Well, looks like we finally made it back to the car. We're so tired. Can't wait to go rest, but it's actually pretty easy if you went this way. It's just a series of switchbacks, but definitely the way we did is more scenic.
We started at 10, we're finishing at 5:30. So that was like 7.5 hours total. So I am super tired, but very happy that we did it because we got like very nice views.
And you have a raspberry honey yogurt ice pop. Just what you wanted at the end of the hike.
I know. I actually mentioned it. It would have been nice to have an ice cream after, and look. That's why you should go with Nordegg Adventures for all the treats and food.
Well, we're finally back to our accommodation for the night. Feels great to be back here and to finally relax. We even got a nice cold beer already. And yeah, a lot of people ask us where to stay when they're in Nordegg. So this time we're actually staying at the newest accommodation option, which is Nature's Getaway. It's a series of cabins that are more like houses to me. Ours has 2 floors. We have 3 bedrooms up top, a big kitchen, a nice living room, a fireplace. We actually have 2 bathrooms, so it's really spacious. So it'd be great if you have a family or just sharing it with multiple people. There's even this nice back deck with a hot tub that I'm really hoping to use later so we can relax our muscles for tomorrow. And yeah, even in terms of accommodation in Nordegg, this is the nicest one that I know of. There are some other cabins that are nice as well. But that's about it. There's not a lot of other options. There's no big hotel. There are some camping options. Otherwise, you'd have to stay in Rocky Mountain House, which is 45 minutes away. Another day, another adventure. We're filling out waivers again. We filled out many of these, and today is a little more extreme. We're actually going to be climbing the steepest Via Ferrata in all of Alberta. It's called From Nordegg with Love. We're going to be going with Tim from Girth Hitch Guiding. We've actually been with him before. He's a great guide. We've done some ice climbing with him, and another Via Ferrata that's actually in Nordegg that's a bit easier. And we're actually meeting here at Rockies Heli Canada. So we're not going to be doing any helicopter trips today, but we've done many with them in the summer and the winter, and it's definitely one of the top things to do in the area. So make sure you watch those videos to learn more about that. But anyways, I better fill this out so we can get going.
There it is. I'm a little bit nervous, but I know once I'm doing it, I will feel better.
Just imagine how you'll feel at the end when you're at the top.
I know, that's why I'm doing it.
Giving a high five.
Because Tim said that I should do it. And I think I can do it. I'm just like nervous, as always.
Welcome to From Nordegg with Love. We're gonna climb up through that big steep overhang up there to the top of the mountain.
All right, well, we're about to begin the climb. The hike to get here was only about 25 minutes, and now we begin the difficult part. I've been really looking forward to this one. We've actually done the other Via Ferrata that's called the Fox, which is a lot easier, according to Tim. On a scale of 10, if you were to rank both of these, that one's like a 3, and this one's a 10. So we've really jumped ahead on this one. But yeah, we're gonna be doing about a 300-meter vertical climb. But we're pretty confident because not only is Tim a great guide, but he actually helped to install this Via Ferrata, so he knows what he's doing.
This first pitch doesn't have any rungs, and it doesn't have any rungs is kind of a check, just in case if the first pitch doesn't feel good, then we know that up higher where it gets steep and overhanging and hard, we might have some trouble. So we want to find that out right away. While we're climbing, we're going to be connecting with both lanyards, which are both rated to 20 kilonewtons, very strong, 20 times your load as a climber. And we're going to be connecting to this cable. This cable is stainless steel cable rated to 50 kilonewtons. It's permanently installed on the wall. And basically the way that the Via Ferrata works is that every once in a while there's a junction, and those junctions let us pass and make it so that if we slide, we have to only slide a little ways before we deploy a shock absorbing lanyard. The shock absorbing lanyard is in this bundle here, and it's designed as a one-time use. So we don't want to use it, but if you did fall, it would absorb the force, and the impulse would be spread out over more time so you don't break your back, which is always a good thing.
Nordegg with love. This mountain must love me because I don't want to fall. So the first hardest part is done. I got nervous in some places, but I did it. Oh my God, look how high.
One of the nice things about the Via Ferrata system and just these climbing tools is if you're tired, you can just lean back. Seems scary at first, but you just attach yourself with your harness and take the load off your hands and your arms. Right, Karla?
Yeah. Oh, you're feeling that confident, eh?
It's fun. Oh, we're just finishing up our little snack. We just had a nice break here right on the side of a cliff. It's a fun way. Even our backpack's strapped in to the line just in case it falls. And as you can see, Karla's already started.
Oh my God, look at the views!
Well, Tim says we're about to start the first of the 4 hard parts. You ready?
Yes, I am ready. You need to be ready.
There's Karla. The traverse so far for me has been the hardest part, even though it's like you're just going sideways. But a little more scary. So what are you doing today? Just hanging out.
Meanwhile, I was going through the hardest part of the climb for me.
Yeah, that sounds like a smart idea.
But after a minute rest and with a firm belief that I could do this, I pulled through.
You're almost there, Karla. How does it feel?
Good. Be so much.
This was a very difficult Via Ferrata. They're not lying when they say it's a double black. So the Fox, if you haven't done a Via Ferrata before, that's the one to do first. That one's only a green. So for any of you who ski out there, you usually don't go from a green run to a double black. But that's what we did here today. And we're almost at the top, so I think we're gonna do it. We're just waiting for Karla now to come over the kind of the last very difficult overhang. It's gonna be rewarding. I can't wait to get to the top. All right, we're on the last final stretch. Getting a little easier now. You ready, Karla? You ready to finish it off?
I am ready. Woo. With blisters and everything, but I did it.
Warrior moves.
Oh my God. We made it.
Happy?
Yes, I'm proud of you. Oh, this was literally a physical and a mental challenge experience. But it's good. Because you know that you're stronger than what you think.
That's right, you can do hard things.
This is like cutting the ribbon. You just cut the harness. You did it. You're safe.
That was a pretty amazing climb. There were some parts where I was like, I can't believe we're doing this, and borderline wanted to turn back, you know, because it's just a struggle, but I'm glad we did it. I was nervous for Karla and super proud of her that she made it, because she was very tempted to not come today. So definitely, if you're going to do a Via Ferrata, do the Fox first. Make sure you're a good climber and that you have the strength, but it's a very, very rewarding experience. Well, it's our last day here in David Thompson Country, but today is going to be a little more relaxing after 2 pretty hard days. This time we're joining Nordegg Adventures to do one of their newest attractions, a float down the North Saskatchewan River.
Oh, so pretty.
And just up there, not very far, is the beginning of Banff National Park.
As you can see, I'm fully dressed because it was a very chilly morning, but I'm wearing shorts and like a tank top underneath all of this. I'm just waiting a little bit longer to get warmer. We're looking for flowers. She was saying that these are orchids. It's a different kind of orchid. What's the name of this orchid?
It's one of the green bog orchids.
As you can see here, this is a wooden lily. We've seen them quite a bit on this trip, but they're quite popular in the prairies, so Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Someone forgot water shoes.
And I usually never forget my water shoes, but today I did.
So if you come to this tour, bring water shoes. Here. Yeah, you won't get wet.
Seems like there's a better area over here in terms of trying to stay dry. Our goal is basically to get to this lake because if there's no wind, you see reflections of the glacier in the distance. So.
Here, this way. Ah, there's a frog!
There you go.
Look, oh, he's getting scared.
So what do you think of Wilson Glacier?
Very pretty. In a calm day without the wind, you're supposed to get a very nice reflection, but it's so windy that it's not happening today. But pretty spot, and we can see a lot of black sparrows, which are called tadpoles, which will become a lot of frogs.
It's too bad we didn't capture it on camera, but in the end, I did get my foot wet. I misplaced. Went right up to my ankle.
So the good side of this is that now it's not gonna be a concern. Now he can actually get wet.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're looking for a nice place to have lunch, and we're looking for like an island or somewhere where there's a lot of flowers.
We're trying to make it to another lake, but we had missed one of the turnoffs, and this is a strong current to fight.
And it's windy.
She did a good job getting us even this far.
Bye, Evie!
The water is so blue here because it's actually all the water coming down from like the mountains or the glaciers.
Alright, it's time for our last treat of the day, and since you're watching this video, you've probably already seen something like this during the hike. Homemade popsicles. These do look like a different flavor, so I'm going to go with this one.
So what's the top?
Strawberry.
Okay.
Probably coconut pineapple.
Oh, there you go. Good?
That's it for the activity of today. What a chill day, beautiful day,
Yeah,
beautiful
much more
views.
relaxing than our previous activities, but definitely still a great way to not only see the river, but to see all the beautiful mountains that surround this area. It's just like a really great way to kind of lay back. Obviously anyone, this is definitely a very family friendly experience. So if you want to just experience what the river is like and the scenery, it's a great thing to do.
And the weather changes so quickly, so always bring layers of clothes because now we're hot again.
Yeah, as soon as you get off the river, it's very hot again. So yeah, all in all, a great activity and another highlight of David Thompson Country. And as always, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment. We always love to hear from you. And to learn more about Nordegg and other places across the entire country, check out our website at MustDoCanada.com. Oh, and before you go, in case you don't see us again, no, but there actually is a fire. Not too far from here. It's just one of the things when you're exploring the great outdoors, these things can happen in the summertime. So there actually is a fire. We saw it on the way home from the rafting trip, and we're actually just waiting to hear if we're going to be evacuated out of here or not, which means we just have to get in our car and drive home tonight instead of tomorrow. We're hoping not, because we like it so much here and we want to spend our last night in this atmosphere.